Hello everybody. Today I am working on a page that was inspired by one of the cyber crops I've taken part in. Now, I wanted for this crop to work with supplies that I either didn't love, have had for ages, or I'm just not using. You know. So I've pulled out this basic grey paper as a background piece, which I've had forever. I have no idea how old it is, but it's old. A photo from New Zealand that I've had for a while. I haven't scrapped. I haven't done anything with it. It needs to go on a page, but what page? It doesn't actually tell a story. It's a visual. Now, I also have this Maggie Holmes paper, which is a really recent one, which is in stark contrast to that basic grey paper and the photo for that matter. Um, that I'm going to fussy cut out. So, having cut all of these out because I didn't want to spend my time rattling them out, I'm going to place them around the photo and they're going to create a nice little frame for the photo. Nice and pretty. We'll get those stuck down. So this helps me firstly matching old and new collections because the paper's from about 2008. The photo's 2011 and the fussy cut paper is quite recent. It's the last couple of years, so 2017, 2018, something like that. So I've got these dotted around the paper. I haven't quite done it as a full frame. I've tried to sort of mix it up a bit so that I've got flow through the paper, and I'm actually going from the top right to the bottom left corner. Now we're going to add some stickers, and what I'm doing at the minute, I'm starting to take my stickers off the background and just move them to one side so that they're not stuck straight down. I just find that easier. I have that life sticker that's been there for a while as well. Let's get that on a page. And we've also got a ton of embellishments about places and travel that I haven't used, so we're going to use some of those too. Now, instead of just sticking them straight down, I like to put them to one side, and then it allows me to move them around more easily. It allows me to explore the colours a bit more effectively as well, rather than having them straight down. So where I've got things that I think, yep, that's going to work, I get them straight down. If I'm not sure, I don't. And I'm looking to pull this yellow in a lot more um, because the background is so plain as a colour. I've got greens in here and I've got the yellows from that paper, from the fussy cut paper. So it allows me to bring in yellows where I probably wouldn't have used them before. Brilliant. Another supply used. So as I'm raiding through stickers, I'm looking at things that might work, might not work. It's colorways, it's what feels good, it's what looks right to me. And you know, by the end of this layout, I may not be the biggest fan of the layout, it may not be the most amazing, but it does what I need it to do. It fills that gap for me and gets supplies used. I've pulled out this twine, also a really, really old one. It's actually a jewellery making twine, and I've had it for so long that it doesn't, well, it's not that I've had it so long, it's just the way the twine is. It doesn't roll as well as a thread would, it's not as flexible, and it takes on shape. So I'm going to pull out 3 lengths of this and I'm going to use them behind 3 embellishment sites to add a bit of texture, add a bit of extra dimension, and just pull things to the forefront. So that's what I'm doing here, and adding a sticker over that just to help. It also needs a bit of glue and a bit of structure at the back. So I've cut out a circle of just scrap paper just to add that extra bit of stability, and then I can add foam dots to pop it on the page. And voila! I'm going to do the same in this little corner down here. Just tucking in the ends there where I need to, adding foam dots where I need to, and then up the top here where I've got this lovely wood veneer. I suppose it's a parrot, but it's a bird of some description. And adding those stickers, those word stickers here and there, just to add, I don't know, just because I can, because they embellish it well. And finally, I've got a nice little space at the bottom where I'm going to put a title. I did consider up the top, but decided against it. Oh yeah, and these little felt semicircles. I don't know. They're a felt embellishment anyway. So they're going on there because they work. The colour works beautifully, and that's what it needs. Now, initially you're going to see this title as Wander, and I came back to it a few days later and changed it to Wonderland, but you'll see the sentiment. Now, I did fiddle around with moving this title around the page, and I started with the top, I then went down the bottom, and it works at the bottom far better than it does at the top. And then finally, I'm just going to add a few jewels because I've got the stickers, they need to be used, and they're going on the page. So it's really, really simple. And again, I've got quite a bit of white space around there. I've got a nice flow to the page, and it's used up stuff that I need to use up and get on a page. So that's it. That's the layout. I hope it inspires you to use old collections, mix it with some new collections, maybe get out some old photos and have some fun. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.